Just the hum of the city and I'm feeling alright. Got this quiet moment in the heart of the night, and the neon signs are bleeding through the haze.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. What is happening? Good afternoon, good evening. It's your boys over here, the originators. Six Man K Styles, Mad Mike Sports, and we got the Summer Hill Nightmare. The Don is in the building.
Oh man, my New York style pizza need her to get here.
Really?
You already knew that was coming. You already knew that was coming. Hey man, so
Hey, I'm in the Empire State of Mind. Bro.
you're in a New York state of mind. Ain't that what you said?
Yeah,
Hey man,
my appetite
why you
is
be,
though.
well while we sitting here with a New York state of mind, man, we just gonna go ahead and give a shout out to the people that's in here already. We got Silk in the building, Pat Norris, James Obleton, um, Elisa Richburg. Appreciate y'all coming in. Like I said, as soon as y'all get in, make sure y'all go ahead and tap them buttons to subscribe, to share, and also hit that hype button so you can get this thing passed around the world. Because guess what? Because we want to be all around the world.
Overton, I ain't heard that name in a minute since Living Singles.
Exactly. Xavier Littman, Eric Mack, Tony Wright, Ski Yee, Andrew G, Daniel Bell. All right. So, as y'all see, as today's episode, we will be talking about Davante Adams and AJ Brown trade rumors and the disadvantages of an increasing wide receiver market in the NFL. We're going to definitely tie this into the Falcons situation with Drake London as well. But before we go ahead and get started, hey man, let's kick it off with a couple sidebars here, man. So, hey, Mike, Don, what's on y'all mind, man? Well, how we want to kick this thing off?
I got it. The legend, the greatest women's MMA fight of all time has brought her talents to AEW.
You talk about Ronda Rousey going to AEW.
Ronda Rousey going to AEW. I don't.
My question to you is, how long they gonna get her before she start busting, start blading herself and be bleeding all over the place? It seemed like that's the prerequisite for every wrestling match over AEW right now.
It seems like that. Look, everybody bleed. Like motherfuckers sticking chopsticks in their head and every damn thing. Like, what the hell is going on over there? Like, what's the infatuation with poking yourself? Okay, you know what? That didn't sound right, but you kind of get what I say.
Somebody gonna end up with a gun or something and start shooting somebody. At this point, they doing everything besides gun violence at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That ain't too far behind. That is not too far behind here. Like I said, this is the same wrestling organization that got Sting's old ass jumping off of goddamn ladders through tables and shit at damn near 70. So yeah,
I don't like that at all. I don't like that. Like, Sting is too damn old to be doing stuff like that, and he know he too damn old to be doing that. But I don't. I'm trying to figure out somebody that talks so much crap about the industry. Now you back. it kind of makes me wonder why the hell you start talking crap to begin with.
When the money get low and the hungriness show.
So you think it's the bread?
The bread, it always look. The paper, the paper, the paper, the paper. Will, I'm trying to find the word. Will get people to do whatever they need to do.
Mm-hmm.
But the Georgia Texas boy, Dre Murphy, Dreddy, what's going on? What's going on? What's happening? Oh man, y'all ready, man. Damn it, y'all ready to start off with a question. Tony White said, feedback on signing free agent Calais Campbell. I believe we should bring him back with this defense and let be part of the Atlanta sack party. No. I love Calais Campbell, but I don't think that probably would be feasible for them to kick the tires on that again. Well, I can't say shit because they re-signed Austin Hooper and Lamade as the kids. Hell, we don't damn know. But with them kind of bringing back Laquel London, I kind of doubt they would go that route.
They're getting Zach Harrison back also, who he was out the last
month and a half, I think.
Yeah, month and a half of the season. Yeah, about 6 games he missed. So you get him back too. You got guys like the Deshaun Hand, like you getting him coming in. Like we got a lot of defensive guys that I don't know if we got room on that front as of now, to be honest, as far as the rotation is concerned.
Yeah. Exactly. But and then you also got to think about the draft aspect of things. Like I said, I don't know if that would be a good idea, me personally. But we'll see how it go, man. Diamond, what's going on? Lakitu, what's happening? If you hear cheering in the back, that's Mr. Styles watching the Hawks game right now, so you already know how that goes. But let's go ahead and get right. Okay, so Don, you got a sidebar or something you want to get off your chest before we start, man?
Let's proceed to the show.
You said what?
I said we can proceed to the show.
Okay. So I guess you got all your sidebars out the way over Mr. Wide Network.
No, I'm waiting on my pizza, man.
Wow.
AKA
wow.
he ain't got his tackling fuel. He ain't got his tackling fuel.
Wow.
But well, I will say this too. I'm looking at this World Cup, man. This World Cup is going to be very intriguing. And everybody already kind of seeing the effects of the World Cup within the city of Atlanta right now, as they're literally sitting here cleaning up everything right around the stadium. They done kicked all the homeless people out from under the 85.
Yeah.
They tore down all the hoods and stuff like that and built all the high rises. But this World Cup this year is supposed to be is going to be one of the biggest World Cups in history. On average, it's up to about 32 teams. This year, they're going up to 48.
48. Sheesh.
Yeah,
Mm.
and as the city of Atlanta is expected to get at least 3 games out of it. I will say just based off the rounds and stuff that's going on right now, I'm kind of 50-50 on Team USA's chances of even making it out of the group stage. Because they get the automatic bid since they're the host nation, but I don't. It's a 50 because I think they got Paraguay. I think it was Paraguay. I think they still waiting on
Paraguay.
Turkey and stuff.
Paraguay.
Paraguay, yeah.
Paraguay.
But we still waiting on we got about a whole other month before they announce who's going to be on the rosters and stuff like that. But I'm kind of expected Coach Pochettino, like you said, since he's Argentinian, like you said, they're bringing in that South American attacking style to Team USA. For those that watch Atlanta United's glory days, which was the first 3 years of them being in the league, that's pretty much the formation and kind of like the attacking style that you're going to be expecting Team USA to run. They got a couple guys on there right now where they're trying to figure out if they're going to play for Team USA or they're going to play for Germany because they got dual citizenship. So players can choose which nation they want to represent if they got dual citizenship.
So basically, who's going to offer them the most money?
Basically, yeah. So I just want to get that out the way right there. Just kind of give everybody a little bit of heads up.
I'm just hoping Italy. I hope Italy wins it all this year.
Italy.
Why is that?
Cause man, the Italians, they need another World Cup, man. And I promise ain't nobody from Michigan on Italy.
I wasn't insinuating that.
I wouldn't say
I
that.
wasn't insinuating that.
Nah.
But we do have some. Michigan do have some people from Italy on their college team though. So.
Okay, that makes sense. That doesn't surprise me at all. We were waiting on why you said Italy of all countries. But as we all know, Argentina is coming in as the defending champions. I'm probably gonna be speaking on France. I'm probably looking at France again. Well, I think France with all the damn Africans on their fucking team.
Oh my god, it's a bunch
I expect this.
I'm like, bro, y'all got more Africans than doggone
Nigga don't stand no damn France.
All damn Africans they got on that damn team. Yeah, I'm looking for Kylian Mbappe to redeem himself this year in the World Cup. So I'll probably going with France.
Africa, pretty much.
Basically, I looked at that last World Cup. They were like 81% of that fucking soccer team was born on the continent of Africa. I said, what?
That
explains a lot of shit, to be honest.
They still have colonies and stuff in Africa, so that's the thing.
Right.
So they got dual citizenship.
Right. All right. So Neymar I don't think Neymar. Like I said, we don't know what the roster's looking like. We waiting on. Like I said, you're not gonna find out who's gonna be on actual rosters until, like I said, about early to mid May. So it's gonna be interesting. But I wanted to go ahead and get that out the way. So kind of get y'all an update that we're gonna be definitely talking World Cup soccer when it comes around. So let's get right into the topic. Davante Adams, AJ Brown, 2 of the big name wide receivers in this NFL. two guys that are kind of being linked as trade rumors, ironically, for each other. Now, as the reason why is you got a lot of turmoil with AJ Brown in Philadelphia. We already know how the fuck that's playing out right now. And the Rams are kind of looking to give Puka Nacua a big payday. He's up for a big payday, I think, after this season. So, fellas, what do y'all think about this situation so far about with these two?
Puka Nacua and AJ.
No, Davante.
I mean, yeah, that's what I meant.
Meet my Pikachu, Puka.
I mean, if I'm the Eagles, like my thing is, like they deserve everything that they are getting right now. Like they deserve it because you got two dumbasses on both sides of the ball that think everything run through them. You got that fat stupid, and that's where he's a fat stupid. Fuck him being from Georgia, but he's a fat dumbass. Okay, and Jalen Carter, and you got that other motherfucker that here who actually believed that motherfucker was thinking he reading the book on the sideline. Fuck reads a book doing on a fucking game.
Said not the playbook. He reading a regular book.
Motherfucker, I will make sure I put some cayenne pepper or whatever the fuck X-Lax in your Gatorade. You up here reading a motherfucking book during the game? Are you fucking serious? Like you're doing everything to make everything about yourself. So if I'm Philadelphia, I'm trading him for a damn 7th-round pick to get that stupid idiot off my team because it's a distraction at this point. But Philadelphia, they deserve everything that they get. They deserve an AJ Brown. So I don't expect them to trade him at all.
What'd you say on that, Don?
I really think they're gonna end up trading him, man. Like, I for one is trying to figure out where he will fit. Maybe he go back down to Tennessee, and play with Cam Ward, or he maybe a good spot for the Raiders because they need a receiver, but again, AJ Brown is not. He's not the player like he used to be. I don't think he take his career serious. As far as Adams goes, I could see him with a team like Houston. I know they got my boy down there. Yeah, they got my boy down there, but at the same time, I think he'll fit well in Houston, or he'll fit well. I say Detroit might be a good place for him. Detroit, they feel like they are 1 and 2 playmakers away for being in the Super Bowl. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm looking at the situation. I'm looking at both of these situations, and it's starting to become a major issue. As far as where the NFL, like I said, value of possession starting to lie. As we already know, a quarterback is the biggest money maker position in the NFL. And what it used to be pass rushers 2, and then like offensive tackles 3, especially left tackles.
Mm-hmm.
But the wide receiver room is literally becoming the second most expensive position in football. Truth, what's up, man? You in here?
Yep.
Hey, what's going on, man? So, coming from the mindset of a coach, what do you think how do you feel about the state of the wide receiver position in football in today's game?
They're annoying as hell. They cry too fucking much. I mean, they're the quintessential divas. I mean, calling them divas is really a compliment because I got a few more names for them. They bitch too much.
Mm.
All right, and I don't feel like with the vast majority of them saying that they they numbers equal they bitch.
Mm. Mm. Yeah.
And then you got some who be a combination of bitching and moaning and complaining, and then not 100% healthy. That make sense.
Yeah, because I think AJ Brown, one of his biggest problems was when they was winning, he was complaining about not getting the ball that much. It wasn't until he started getting a lot of the targets is when they started losing.
Yeah.
Make that. You see how that works?
Find your strength.
And
A real quick tidbit. I'm not gonna throw the show off at all. Overfemi attacked Brock Lesnar. Okay, now I had to throw that in. I'm sorry.
good shit. Yeah. But the ruler versus the beast.
He attacked Brock Lesnar. But I
Yeah.
want. Hey, I just. I
Hey, no. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's perfect.
that was burning inside of me.
That's perfect. Like I said, as long as Brock put Femi over WrestleMania, I'm cool with it.
I hope so.
I think like I said, Brock lately has been putting over a lot of people. He's been putting people over in his matches, so I kind of give him credit on that. Even though he suplexes the fuck out of everybody, but he still puts over guys.
Yeah, because when he came out there, when he came out there, Paul Heyman came out there. Of course, without going into too much, Paul Heyman got Brock Lesnar out there, and Seth Rollins in the ring, and Brock Lesnar done suplex about 40 men dressed in black.
he suplexed all the black mass people.
Yeah, he done suplex all the goddamn. He's still breathing hard right now.
Yeah.
God damn. Oh man. But Mike, the same question that I asked True, man. So what do you think about what do you feel about the state of the wide receiver position in the NFL?
I don't think wide receivers work hard anymore. It's like I just don't. I think guys like Kyle Pitts actually deserve to be paid more than any of these wide receivers because, like, the system is pretty much favored for them to have a bunch of numbers. I don't think they work hard. I think once they get them checks, I mean, you see it with Amon St. James. He up here. He more concerned about doing damn touchdown celebration than he actually playing hard. You know what I'm saying? Like it's wide receivers is just too deepified for me, and I'm trying to put PG, but I probably shouldn't be doing it. It's a bunch of bitches if you just ask me. It's a bunch of bitches. AJ Brown is the biggest bitch of them all. The fact that he wears 11 just signifies exactly why he wearing 11 because he want to be a bitch just like Quinteros is. So, and I just don't see. It's only a handful of guys that I actually respect in the game at wide receiver. Mike Evans is one of them. Drake is one of them. Like I don't really see Drake acting like a little bitch. You know what I'm saying? Having temper tantrums and all that type of shit. Like he go out there, play hard. He beat the motherfucker ass. He beat the DB ass. He beat the linebacker ass. He beat the safety ass. Like Drake out there really putting that. He putting in work. You know what I'm saying? When they ask Drake to go out there and block, he blocking. You know what I'm saying? You have to little punk pussy ass AJ over there, AJ Brown, and a lot of them Um, I mean, look at George Pickens. I love George Pickens, but he's a big bitch too. There's a bunch of bitches at wide receiver. I don't respect a lot of these. I really don't respect a lot of that. Even Puka Nakua, he kind of acting like a little bitch too. Like he's like he on top of the world and can't nobody damn tell him nothing because they target him 15, 20 times every game. So like I see a lot of diva in his ass. Like I don't respect none of these wide receivers. It's very few wide receivers that go out here and you can see them actually working hard. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Mike Evans is one of those guys that you can see when he on there, he giving it, even though his ass is always pulling or hurting something. He going out there and playing hard. And you got Drake. And like I said, Drake, the only one I really respect. And I'm not saying that because he's a Falcon. Drake, he will be fine if he catch 5 passes, but he's knocking the motherfucker on his ass. Drake would be fine with that. But I don't respect none of these wide receivers. I think all of them some spoiled bitches, and they should be at least take half of their fucking salary. I really honestly believe that shit.
Nah. Let me not.
So much for PG.
I tried for a half a second, but it just
he tried. We already knew that shit wasn't gonna land. When he said PG, I like, oh, that's some bullshit right there.
I tried.
I counted 14 bitches.
Exactly. Exactly, boy. It was like a bad.
Every time Detroit score a fucking touchdown, this bitch. He leading the damn troops to go fucking celebrate in the damn end zone. Bitch, you ain't no goddamn
what you said? What you said about it's a bad.
Like Debbie Allen. Who the fuck he is?
It's a bad episode of I Love New York. That's what you saying?
Yeah, fucking shit. You know what? I was about to say something.
Flavor love ass niggas.
Motherfucker up there leading the charge to dance in the end zone and shit. Motherfucker, it's supposed to be a wide receiver. Fucking
now, we're trying to keep it PG. Next thing you know, bitch time 15.
So Jordan Texas boy said, watch out for Pitts to be traded to Philly for Goddard for a couple picks.
Man, now, you don't crack, man. What the fuck? Why the fuck would we want to bring that broke lad motherfucker here?
So my question to this is, are we watching out for it, or like I said, are you telling us to watch out for it, or are you hoping that it happens?
Or do you have sources? Because some
no, damn the sources. So that's the question. Should we watch out for it, or are you wishing for it?
Yeah,
because the thing about it is, I've been hearing a lot of this around the city of Atlanta here the last couple weeks now, and it's all and the majority of it is it's more of a hoping that it happens than thinking that it happens.
Oh, whoa! Who signed for 1 year, $7 million?
Nah, that was Dallas Goedert. He re-signed with the Eagles for 1 year, $7 million.
So why would he sign a 1 year deal for $7 million? And how exactly would that help the Atlanta Falcons offense? I'm kind of confused by that. You think Dallas Goedert would help the Atlanta Falcons? Because that's what you're doing. If you're giving away Kyle Pitts, Dallas Goedert can't do the things that Pitts can do. So how would that favor the Atlanta Falcons? You're just doing it for picks in the future? Because that's what you're disregarding. You're disregarding the present if you trade Pitts away.
So pretty much what it sounds like. I think he's so my next question is, if that is on the table, would you say that Dallas Goedert is a better fit for Atlanta than Kyle Pitts? Just asking. Like I said, just asking here because
we're under the assumption that Dotson actually gonna be good.
Yeah, because the thing is,
assumption Austin
because
Hooper is still the same player. We're under the assumption for that.
because the thing about it, because the thing that I look at with that is, yeah, you trade and you get a couple picks out of it. But like I said, that's the guarantee. But my thing is, what's the guaranteed cap hit for that? Because remember, he's under the franchise tag, so that's all that's guaranteed. So that's going
That's a
against the
get.
cap.
You franchise tag guys to negotiate a contract. Okay.
Yeah,
That still means you're playing for the Atlanta Falcons. You're going to play for the Atlanta
yeah.
Falcons this year.
Because the thing about it is if we're looking at Dallas Goedert and we're saying Dallas Goedert is the better fit than Kyle Pitts, then it will be no need for them to even franchise tag them and let them walk.
So let me look. He throwing a whole bunch of stuff out here. He talking about cheaper. Who the fuck cares about being cheaper at tight end? A tight end with his skill set is a whole lot cheaper than a wide receiver. A starting wide receiver gonna give you. You're not going to play under $16 million for wide receiver just for being the number 2 wide receiver. That's the going rate on wide receivers. $16 million. Him being a tight end, him being a tight end, an elite tight end, money wise, stats wise, he's going to give you. That's the maximum for that. And Pitts, he give you the best of both worlds. Not only with his skills, but with the money too. You're getting half of that. You're damn near getting half of the salary if you keep Kyle Pitts, and you're getting physicality, the ability to block, and the ability to pass catch and all. So what is getting rid of him going to solve for the Atlanta Falcons?
My thing is, if I want to get rid of Kyle Pitts, I would have never franchise tagged him in the first place.
Exactly.
You see the thing about that scenario right there. That scenario it kind of doesn't make any sense for the simple fact that the franchise tag is guaranteed. So that's going to go against your cap.
Yeah.
Now, the thing about it is, if this was Thomas Dimitrov, this would be a little bit different. The problem, like I said, the problem is if I feel like Kyle Pitts, and like I said, just going off of, since we're talking about trading Kyle Pitts, so basically from what your words are saying is that Dallas Goedert is the better fit than Kyle Pitts in Atlanta.
Because he's cheaper.
He's cheaper because he didn't get tagged for shit.
But
it just seems like he want picks. A lot of people just want to trade picks because they want to get picks and dream about what we can get in the next up and coming draft right now. I'm not thinking about it.
My thing about that whole scenario is, if I feel like Kyle Pitts no longer fits in this Falcons offense and I just wanted to trade it, use him and I want Dallas Goedert more than Kyle Pitts, like you said, you don't franchise Kyle Pitts unless you're, like you said, you're looking for a new contract or such and such. The thing about it is with him being tagged at the $16 million mark. Remember, Dallas Goedert signed his contract literally the later parts of free agency, so that's where most of the cheap contracts come at. Dallas Goedert was not a first day guy. And remember, the tight end position is one of the cheapest positions in the NFL as far as pay per year.
So again, how does that help the Falcons this year, dreaming and hoping that we get picks that actually matter and people be in that position?
See, to be in that position, if that is the case, if I feel like I said, if I feel like Kyle Pitts doesn't, if I feel like Dallas Goedert is more of a fit for this Falcon offense than Kyle Pitts, I let Kyle Pitts walk.
He was already.
But
Everybody knew he was
but
gonna be available anyway. So why the
but
fuck would you? My thing is,
but
why the fuck would you
y'all
sign Kyle Pitts anyway if you thought
exactly.
that gotta fit this offense? That didn't make any sense.
Y'all fans, y'all be wishing too much for what else. Y'all do what else too much. This is not Madden, y'all. It don't work. Everything don't fall in your lap like that.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody keep thinking that, oh, we can find another Kyle Pitts. No.
No, you
Y'all,
can't find
y'all, these are the same. But hold on, these are the same people who swore on their mama, their grandmama, that we was gonna find another quarterback after Matt Ryan. And look where we at now.
like that.
No.
It don't work like
You got
that.
you got to get that right. They thought we was gonna win a Super Bowl after trading Matt Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, but y'all don't know what y'all be talking about sometimes. Like cheaper. I'm like, oh, it'd be cheaper to get, bro. You
Cheaper
sound
and
like
get more picks.
you sound like you went to Golden Glide instead of Cascade back in the day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
That's a
Golden
lot of
Glade is
hope
cheaper,
in it. That's a
man.
lot of hope in it.
Yeah.
That's a lot
Like
of
it's
hope in that.
like I said, what it is it's hoping that somebody is going to come forth with a deal for Kyle Pitts. Because essentially what it is, essentially what it comes down to, it's that same notion that comes with Kyle Pitts. We got to get rid of Kyle Pitts. That comes down to the notion of it. So what they thought about was, so what certain people think about it is, okay, the franchise tag was to delay the inevitable, which means we're going to tag him and then we're going to use him as trade bait. Here's a problem. You tag him, that's $16 million guaranteed to him, which means
He gonna get that regardless.
he's getting that regardless. So that's going to count against you anyway. So I don't, like I said, that's just me personally.
Question.
What's up?
What are the percentages of the draft anyway in regards to guys actually performing to that pick?
To that fourth overall pick.
I'm just talking about just in general. Second round, like what's the percentages of that anyway?
The-
Just any position, any pick, it don't matter. The
I mean,
number one overall, what's the percentage of him actually being successful from that pick?
Hey, you looking at about anywhere between 35 to 40%.
So that's 35%.
And I'm just guessing on that. I don't even know the actual percentage.
So the percentage is actually lower than that. If you look at every single pick from where they are, chances are they're not going to live up to that pick. Whether it's seventh round or first round, chances are you're not going to live up to that hype.
So here's the next question that goes with that conversation. So if we are to use Kyle Pitts as trade back, and then I'm asking everybody that's watching the question. So we're going to use Georgia and Texas boys scenario here. We franchise tag Kyle Pitts to trade him away for Dallas Goedert. So I want to ask everybody a question in here that's watching. So let's say that is the scenario. What do you think is the draft capital compensation that the Falcons could get for Kyle Pitts?
But the better question is like right here, kid. Mm-hmm. Who in the draft gonna give you 88 catches, 928 yards, 5 touchdowns, and 10 per catch in this draft?
Mm.
On top of what on top of what you just said.
Yeah. Because like I said, that's why the question that I want to ask, because I want to make this into a conversation piece.
Yeah.
So if we're using Kyle Pitts as trade bait right now, what is the draft compensation do y'all think that Kyle Pitts will be worth at this point in time? Because if you're expecting a first round pick, You're not going to get a first round pick if you think that he's that disposable.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to go make me a pizza bagel.
Because you're see, my thing is it goes back to hope. I don't look. Hope is the stupidest shit you can look. That's the stupidest shit you can talk about when you talk about sports. That's the dumbest. That's the quickest way to get your ass fired.
Man, we've been hoping for a playoff berth for the last
a decade. We've been hoping that we're gonna get back to the playoffs. Make the right moves. We still ain't made the right move to get back to the playoffs.
Right. Yeah. So I got some answers here. TJ Boyd said a second and maybe a third realistically. Vincent said a third and a fifth. Southside said I believe Pitts could go for a second.
The best you're gonna get is a fourth round pick for Pitts.
Justin said I looked up guys in the NFL who get drafted fourth overall. Only 8% will live up to that expectation. Ooh, especially fourth overall.
That's a fourth overall.
Yeah.
So
the best you're gonna get for Pitts is a fourth round draft pick. Because you got to think about it. Teams are, if you trade him, yes, we're going to be eating up that 16 mil. But he's going to go to a team that their team has to negotiate a contract with.
Oh, I see. I you know what? I think I know what it is. I think I know what this is about. It's not the yard, it's the touchdowns. See, he's valuing Goddard's touchdowns over Kyle Pitts' yards and catches. So that's why that's why he's bringing that scare, because he's thinking that those 11 touchdowns will supersede Kyle Pitts' 900 yards.
But you know what? Of course, Goddard gonna have a lot of those touchdowns because all Hurts does is check down the ball to tight ends and the running back.
He does.
That's all he does. Like, what are we talking about?
Because let me see. Hold on.
Because it has to be something in it for the other team also. If they give it up a second round, that means Kyle Pitts has to be their number one option for them to give that.
Because because if you're expecting a first or a second round pick for Kyle Pitts,
you ain't getting that.
You ain't gonna get that.
Because they got to go to the negotiation table. As soon as they get Kyle Pitts, they got to negotiate.
Yeah.
They have to negotiate a contract for him.
Yeah, y'all know what? It may not be the case with anybody over here, but when it comes to Kyle Pitts, it's still a good portion of this fan base that ain't got over the draft.
They ain't got over. They ain't got.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah. They ain't got over the Justin Fields, the Justin Fields, Michael Parsons draft.
Fan base that ain't got over us not drafting a guy who just got sent to his fourth mother sucking team. And so this is when you start getting some of the most ridiculously incredible shit being said. Why in the entire
Oh, Jesus Christ! What the fuck is going on here? Oh my Jesus! I'm close my eyeballs for a second, y'all.
You know why?
Be careful, open them.
Would we go through the links of franchising him just to trade him?
Jesus Christ, boy!
For Dallas Goedert and picks. There's a such thing as mental health and mentally unhealthy. That's some mentally unhealthy shit. I love everybody. I never disrespect nobody, but that was crazy to me.
The shit he just said is even crazier. That shit don't make no sense what you just said.
Because I'm looking at career wise, I'm looking at Dallas Goedert has 1,000 more receiving yards in a career than Kyle Pitts in 30 more games.
Is this guy a Falcons fan?
This motherfucker trying to train everybody on the damn team.
This guy.
Let's say you just trying to rebuild and play man, because that's what the fuck it sound like.
What the hell happened?
This motherfucker said he's assuming that we trading the AJ on top of it.
The fact that they're trading.
What? He said
No. Basically, what he's doing right now is he's coming up. What it is he's coming up with a bunch of trade scenarios to add. What it is he's talking about AJ Brown. He said AJ Brown.
Because that don't make no sense. Why would they trade AJ to hit that cap to bring in a motherfucker that needs another contract?
That's the only thing you got to look at. Because even Dallas Goedert's going to be looking for another contract, too.
He's going to be looking at it. I'm talking about when you trade A.J. Brown away, you assuming that Kyle Pitts is going to take far less just to play with the Eagles. Right? You're assuming that. Because Kyle is not coming. Kyle is trying to get the bag because he got the numbers to back up with what he's saying. So you're assuming that when they trade for Kyle Pitts, that Kyle Pitts gonna pay for something like a 4-year, $80 million contract, which is gonna be about $40 million guaranteed. That's highway robbery for Kyle Pitts. So you're assuming because on top of that, they got Smith. At some point, Barkley he already looked like he's on the downside to me, and then you got Hurts. I don't know what the hell he is at this point. The offensive line. The right tackle, he seems like he about to retire at any given fucking moment. And you just paid a big contract to Jordan Davis on top of Carter's contract coming up. So you're assuming that these guys are just going to end up all right. Kyle Pitts going to go there just because he want to play with the Eagles. Salary cap comes. This is the same issue that the 49ers are having right now. There's the same
Eagles ain't got money like that. Eagles ain't got money like that. Look what they just did. They just got Ebiketie.
They just got Ebiketie.
Like that. And I'm talking about they could have got if they had money, they would have got the Max Crosby's or the Trey Hendricksons. They ain't got, but they got Ebiketie money. That's all they got. They ain't got no Kyle Pitts money up there.
Just walked from them. He just walked. He signed with what was it, Jalen? Jalen Phillips.
Jalen Phillips.
He just walked. They just had like 2 or 3. They just had 2 defensive ends walked the past 2 years and got contracts. They don't have the money like that. They would have signed these guys.
They paid Brandon Graham to come out of retirement last year.
Yeah. But like I said, man, it just goes back to the issue of what like people are looking at the Kyle Pitts situation and hoping that it's an opportunity to get rid of him. Man, that's all it really just comes back to.
That's what it sounds like to me. Just get rid of him.
Just get rid of him.
I'm tired of looking at him. He ain't Julio. I'm tired of looking at him. Let's just get rid of him.
It's coming right. That same scenario thing is coming right back.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah. But like I say, it doesn't really surprise me at all. Shit. But speaking of kind of going back to the money thing is the wide receiver market. So now this is another issue that the Falcons have right now. And this is one of the major issues about having a lot of playmakers and stuff like that, and a lot of players that are drafted in that top 10 on the same team at the same time. You got to make a lot of decisions here. Now, as we already know, the wide receiver market, just based off the franchise tag alone, I forgot who got franchise tag this offseason, but the tag number was at about close to $30 million. And that's just a tag number.
Yeah, the tag, yeah. Because you have to get them the top of that position based on where their numbers Numbers are, and his numbers are near the top. So that's why you have to give him that. When you franchise tag him, you have to give him the top, whatever their numbers are. Whatever their numbers are, that's what you got to give them.
Now, when we look at it from the standpoint here is, do you think that the wide receiver market has been inflated just based on the importance of the quarterback position?
What's our question?
Because the quarterback position is seen as the most important position in football, that the most beneficiary position from the quarterback is the wide receiver. The wide receiver is going to be looked at as the second most important position in football, just based off the pay scale itself. Like I said, we literally just sat here and saw a nigga named Jalen Naylor sitting here get a $45-50 million contract. I've never heard of it. I don't know this nigga to do shit.
Jalen Allen, yeah. He's not trash, but come on. Like,
he's not trash, but like I said, my thing is he from what I've seen, he don't look $45-50 million worth of wide receiver. You can get the fuck out of my face with that shit.
That's that hope going against. A lot of these teams are signing those guys like that to contracts on hope because they got enough money to hope and dream. We don't have money to hope and dream. We better get this shit right because if we don't get it right, we're gonna fuck up our the best player in the league, in my opinion, Bijan Robinson. He's gonna be looking at us like, what the fuck is y'all doing? I'm Bijan Robinson. Y'all ain't giving me no help.
Right.
We ain't got time to fuck around and say, let's wait a minute. Like, no, we ain't got time to wait a fucking minute. Get this shit straight now.
Right. Now I can see this situation playing out for Kyle Pitts. They just gonna let him play off that tag and let him walk next year.
And let him that's a possibility.
And like you said, I would rather do that. Like you said, I would more likely see that than them actually trading them.
They could have done trade
Because the thing right now is you're in a situation, Falcons wise, where you got to choose between Kyle Pitts, Drake London, or Bijan Robinson, and who's going to be the first one to get their money.
Mm-hmm.
And let me ask everybody back here a question. Who would you prioritize as getting the next big contract? Kyle Pitts, Drake London, or Bijan Robinson?
I'm going Bijan Robinson, but I'm gonna play by the rules. You got to get Kyle Pitts the contract first, and then get Bijan the contract. And I'm trading Drake. I'm trading Drake right now. His stock with him right now, it's never gonna get any higher than what it is. I'm trading Drake right now.
Yeah, I am too.
I'm trading him to Pittsburgh. I'm trading him to Pittsburgh for a pick and getting Roman Wilson.
Of course,
Yeah,
no.
of course.
Why would you? Okay, why?
Hey, we already got Tua down here. We're gonna have the Uso. We're gonna have the bloodline.
What school did Roman Wilson go to? I'm trying to find
Michigan, but he's from Hawaii though.
Bye.
Hey, he made that spectacular catch in that Rose Bowl game though.
So
it becomes priority though. That's all I'm talking about.
Let's throw another scenario in here since we're throwing scenarios in here. If you had to trade, and I'm gonna ask Georgia Test boy this: if you had a choice, would you trade Drake London or Bijan Robinson?
Hold on, you talking to him?
I'm being serious.
Talking to him.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
being
talking.
serious about Roman Wilson though because he can play
Man,
outside the numbers.
he ain't gonna cost a goddamn thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's not gonna cost much.
He ain't
he can
gonna
play out.
cost
Listen,
shit.
he can play outside the numbers and he's physical and blocking,
But
run blocking. That's what we need here. He's the guy
right,
that you can bring him in. I
yeah,
ain't gonna say he'll give you production that
yeah.
Drake gives you because of course the receiving yards and touchdowns are gonna go
Yeah.
down, but we just trying to run the ball, man. That's
Mhm.
all we trying to do,
You
and
trying
he
to
can do
keep
that.
your defense together too. I
Yeah,
can't. I can't
you
do
gotta think.
that.
Yeah, yeah, you gotta think about that aspect too now, because for the simple fact is where Jabbar Chase is money wise right now. That's where Drake London gonna be looking at. He's gonna be looking around that range, that Jabbar Chase range, that
Mhm.
35-40 million dollars.
Yeah,
Now you gotta look at it from the standpoint. Do the Atlanta Falcons run an offense that coincides with having a $40 million a year wide receiver?
I think you need that, man. We see what happened when we had Julio here, and
Mhm.
we can keep anybody. It was either keep Julio happy or let the defensive side of the ball squander, and that's what we did. We let the defense side of the ball squander and paid Julio all this money, and
Mhm.
guess what happened after the Super Bowl run or whatever? We kept missing the playoffs.
But that's what, yeah, yeah. That
So
like
you
I said,
can't,
that's the big question. But that's the
yeah.
big question that I have. That's the big question that I have is do we have the offense that is worth having a $40 to $50 million wide receiver?
We don't need that.
You're not winning. You're not winning championship nowadays without a winning game.
Yeah,
You're
you need
not
a run
winning
game
or
and,
offensive line. You're not winning
and,
a championship.
and tight ends make your offense so much dynamic than a receiver.
That man
You
said
get
he
so
does
much
he
from
does
tight ends.
that man said he does not see Drake getting more than 30 million from Atlanta.
Shit. That
Shit.
motherfucker been bet $80 million in the first 2 years.
Shit. If I see Jacoby Myers making $28 million a year in fucking Vegas, oh, Drake London getting 35 plus. I'm telling you now. If he reached that plateau that he did the year before, he's getting 35 plus. That's the going rate. You're not, like I said, you're not going to shortchange his ass. It is what it is. And like Josh said, if Alec Pierce could get close 30 plus million, oh, Drake getting 35.
That motherfucker just started getting good and he got 30 million. Get the fuck out
Mm-hmm.
of here.
Jalen Naylor got 28. Drake getting 35 plus.
I'm getting rid of Drake today. Okay, fuck it tomorrow. I'm getting rid of his ass today.
Because the reason why I asked that question is even though we do like Bijan Robinson and we consider him one of the best backs in the league, you do realize that the lowest paid positions in football outside of special teams players are running backs and tight ends.
Mm-hmm.
Those are outside special teams. The running backs and the tight ends are the two lowest paid positions in the NFL. Why they were comfortable tagging Kyle Pitts? Because his tag number was less than was 16. If they tag Drake, his tag number will be 30 to 32 if it comes down to that point. Oh yeah, Wandale Robinson did get paid too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That some bitch got paid too. On top of it, man, Drake
Mhm.
finna booty rape. But look, man, that man finna rape this organization, bro. Telling you, these wide receivers gonna rape. Darnell Trash Can Mooney got $18 million to catch 32 passes, and you don't think Drake gonna get 30? Please, come on, bro. Y'all are tripping if you don't think Drake finna get paid. Trash Can Mooney got $18 million for 30 catches. He only had 1,000 yard receiving year, and he got 18 million plus. Plus, he got that for 1,000, not 1,000. 1,000. He got that, and you don't think Drake, who done set damn near almost every, he got a lot of Atlanta Falcons records in his first 3 years, and you don't think he gonna get 30? Yeah, y'all ain't paying attention, bro. Y'all not paying attention. You're not paying attention. You're not. That's wishful thinking. Romeo Dobbs on top of it. That motherfucker just got paid. Romeo Dobbs just got paid on top of it. Come on, yo. We got to stay in the real world. Okay?
All right. So yeah, got another question. It was hold on, where was it? There you go. With AJ Terrell's restructuring, do y'all think you see more moves, or they're probably going to be for the rookie class signing? I mean, they already got enough for the rookie class already. I think they just gonna hold off and see who gonna get broke the fuck off.
Yeah.
I think it's just one of those things. If something opens up, they'll end it. But I don't think it's. Or it could be money to restructure to give somebody. I mean, you don't necessarily have to do it, but I just think it's one of those. If something opens up, then they'll have the money to do it. I wouldn't put too much into it, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying, my thing is, I'm not saying Kyle or anybody can't be traded. My thing is, it got to make sense, because there's no one out here outside of JJ that's gonna give us 80 catches and 900. And I'm talking about Justin Jefferson. Like it ain't too many guys that are gonna give us 88, 900, and 5+ touchdowns. Like, who the fuck is out there? That's my thing. Who is out there that's gonna get those numbers? I don't want to be wishing upon a fucking star for a Puka Nakua in the 5th round. Fuck that. Give me my I want my money right now, bitch. Bitch, look, you tell me we fucking, bitch, you better pull them draws down so I can see what I'm looking at before you even, you ain't gonna tell me no motherfucking myth. Okay? This ain't no motherfucking myth breakers or whatever that bullshit that sign show. I don't fuck all that myth shit. I need to know what the fuck I'm getting immediately.
Right.
Period. You're hope, all this hope shit. Fuck that. Okay. I want if I got a quarterback, I want a quarterback that I know is going to give me these numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Period. Point blank. I need a running back that's going to give me these numbers. Period. Point blank. Fuck a hope. Fuck that 2nd round pick, because we don't see motherfuckers like Marlon Davidson that got picked in the 2nd round. That shit didn't do us no favor. Fuck a if. Okay. Fuck a what if. Give me exactly what and right now, guys like Dallas Goedert, these guys are hopes and dreams. I don't do hope and dreams. And I'm positive that Falcon fans are hope. They are done with fucking hoping. This is why motherfuckers like Desmond Ridder is done, because we sick of that hoping shit. I'm sick of hoping that we finally maybe one day got a good coach. One day Raheem will get it together. One day Arthur Smith will finally get it together. Fuck that.
I want you to put this into perspective. And truth, if you still here, listen to this perspective. We on the possibility of seeing potentially 7 starting quarterbacks in, let me see, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, 20. There's a possibility that in the like even going into next season, it's a possibility that we will see 7 up to 8 starting quarterbacks for the Atlanta Falcons in 7 seasons.
Nope. Give me two for 100 or for 1 million, please.
Think about that.
Fuck that. That's exactly what I'm talking about, kid.
Think about it. 2021, Matt Ryan. 2022, Mariota and Ritter. 2023, Ritter and Heineke. 2024 and 2025, Penix and Kirk Cousins. Now we're going into 2026, Tua and Penix. We have not had a start. Matt Ryan was the last starting quarterback that we've had in Atlanta that played all 17 games in a season.
Even signing Kirk Cousins for $180 million, that shit was a hope because you was hoping his ass wasn't like his leg was going. Even that's a hope. Fuck all this hope shit.
Right.
To hell with that.
See, the thing is, you're only hoping when you know you don't have structure. See, we hope so much is because we know deep down inside this team has no culture. This team doesn't have a system of stability. We're constantly changing ideals every year. You're changing starting quarterbacks every year. You're changing identities damn near every year.
Yeah, that's the hope.
We've been hoping. Like I said, Falcon fans have been hoping for a winning formula from this team for the last 7 seasons.
7 straight seasons.
We done tried literally everything.
No, let's keep what we got and build upon. Fuck all that hope and shit. One day we'll hit the lottery with a pick, and he'll turn into Matt Ryan or Mike Vick reincarnated. No, fuck all that.
But think about it. But think about how unstable that is. The fact that you potentially may be going on the quarterback 6 or 7 in the last 5 years.
So y'all just people who had that mindset. Y'all just want to fuck. Y'all ain't trying to make love, and it's a difference between the two.
No, for real.
Wait. What'd you say? They want that microwave. They want that microwave. They don't want that oven bake. They like that microwave.
Yeah. They don't want nothing that takes a process. They want to get right to it. They want instant success. Don't work like that, you guys. It don't.
Sustainable success don't work that way either. It's that even.
Just think about that. You're going on potentially 7 quarterbacks.
God knows how many wide receivers. Good God Almighty, boy.
You're literally going to potentially 7 quarterbacks in the last 5 or 6 years.
About 30 different wide receivers, and I'm that's the low end of wide receiver that we've seen since Julio and Calvin Ridley left. We're hoping.
Cause the thing is, we hoped so much to find a quarterback. We fucking negated the fact that the rest of the team wasn't even stable.
Yep.
Everybody's so worried about finding the quarterback. We need this quarterback. We need this quarterback. We need this quarterback. Which is true.
It is.
But if you don't have a stable foundation and you're constantly changing ideals year after year after year, then that's where you get the 7-10, 7-10, 7-10, 8-9 seasons. Even the later years of Matt Ryan here in Atlanta, it was the same thing. Changing ideals, doing shit different, going from this to doing this and doing that, and not being stable, not having stability on the defensive side of the ball, not having stability in play calling and philosophy. The Atlanta Falcons have a curse. The curse isn't tearing down churches. The curse is impatience.
Oh boy, good God Almighty, kid. That's exactly what it is. It's impatience.
The curse of Atlanta sports is impatience and the lack of stability. And guess what, y'all? Falcon fans, we all play a part in it because we didn't beg for stability. We didn't beg for ideas. We begged for hoping hoping for a quick turnaround.
So, question, kid.
What's up?
So my thing is, y'all can answer this too, but why do people think that, like, even when you look at what so-called instant success, instant gratification, in regards to like football teams that just come out of nowhere, do teams really come out of nowhere? Because even you see teams like Detroit, they blew up one year. There's no such thing as they just blow up out of 1 year. Look at Jacksonville. Jacksonville just didn't go from a team that didn't have anything to just making they won like 13, 14 games last year. That didn't come out of nowhere.
Your foundation, like I said, you're building a foundation, but you're building a foundation that is consistent year after year after year.
Mm-hmm. So they kept putting those pieces in.
Like I said, the Detroit, year after year after year, they was building on that foundation, and then boom, they caught it right there when they needed to. I know people looked at Nick Sirianni with the Philadelphia Eagles when he first got there, and they asked the question like, he found immediate success, but you forgot, but you failed to realize is that majority of that foundation was already there.
Yep, that's the point. No such thing as instant gratification or instant success. You already had a foundation of players there.
See, the thing is, when we're sitting over here ready to throw our quarterbacks away after 5 games every year, we sitting here ready to trade players because we're jealous that other teams got a lot of money and a lot of picks, and we ready to get rid of players because they don't make us feel good. You're playing right into the instability of the organization.
Yep.
Y'all may not think we may not think that we do. We don't, but we do.
Yes, y'all do.
And unfortunately, until we embrace that you have to build a foundation, you have to build a system, we're going to consistently and continually see the same shit we've been seeing the last 8 years. Now, what I like about what they're doing right now, Falcon-wise, is that they're making all the unpopular moves. This is something that the Falcons have not. I've never seen them make this many unpopular moves in the city before.
Nobody cares about Deshaun Hand. Nobody cares about Cameron Thomas.
They're making a bunch of unpopular and uncomfortable moves coming from the coaching staff to some of the players, to the bargain bin shopping they doing in free agency. This is different than what years past has been. You brought in an unpopular coach. Only reason why he's unpopular because the affinity of Shedeur Sanders, but that's a whole nother story. We passed that shit at this point. Vincent said, I don't want us to be the Jets. I'm going to be honest with you, bro. We already there.
We don't fucking lost 7 years, 8 years.
We already there. We are the Jets. We are the Browns. We have no stability.
None. Because keep
Like,
listening to that shit everybody else saying.
mm-hmm,
That get rid of everybody.
mm-hmm. Constantly bitching and moaning about the same 3 topics every goddamn week. Nigga, at this point in time, the organization has to do something different. And like Drip here said, sometimes you have to be uncomfortable to be great, i.e., the villain arc.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the expectations for them is to make the playoffs for the simple fact that we're hoping that they break the mold. You know, it is going to be there. But I'm fucking with the different approach because it's pissing everybody off, and I love every minute of it.
Absolutely.
I love every minute of it.
That's where Detroit didn't get good out of nowhere. The 49ers didn't get good out of nowhere. The Rams, like those guys didn't, even the Broncos, they didn't get good out of nowhere. They had a foundation. All they needed was to bring in an offensive minded coach because that defense was the cornerstone of the offense.
Mm-hmm.
It's a process, y'all. That's the whole point. It's a freaking process.
But
and not have, my thing is, who you don't trade guys away like Kyle Pitts when you don't have anything else that's certain. That's a certainty.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't make any sense.
Right. Because what makes you guarantee you're going to get a Dallas Goedert in that trade? Philadelphia might not even want to trade that motherfucker.
Hell no.
Yeah, they may say, "Oh yeah, we'll take Kyle Pitts, but we'll give you a couple of these picks, and that's it."
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you do that. So now, guess what happens? Now you gotta get that replacement plan, and now you got a whole another area of scouting to do. So y'all can take it for a grain of salt if y'all want. You can go have your pity party somewhere else. You can go talk about and talk about how we ain't shit over here for what we say. Who cares? Until this team had to change his mindset, y'all were just gonna be happy with what the fuck they was gonna be. Now I'm gonna leave it at that. I ain't got nothing else to say.
Nah.
Anybody got some final words before we get up on out of here?
I mean, like I said, man, I am not interested, and I don't think any organization. I mean, you look at what happened with the Ravens. They had 3 guys at tight end to replace. They had 2 guys to replace Andrews. Okay, it's a plan. Guys just don't leave, and you just don't trade guys away.
Trade guys.
You gotta have a plan. You have to. If there's no plan, if you just woke up tomorrow and just said, you know what, I'm gonna get rid of Kyle Pitts. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get rid of Kyle Pitts, but if I'm getting rid of Kyle Pitts, like, you gonna give me 2 number ones because I don't have a plan behind getting him in. I don't have a plan. I don't have anybody. Nobody on this roster can put up the numbers that Kyle Pitts put up there outside of Drake London. Why would I give that away? It has to. You're not like a number 2 pick in the second round. They're second rounders for a reason. They're not elite guys in second round. A lot of them have weaknesses, especially when you start getting past 15, 10. Honestly, in the draft, once you start getting past that 10th pick, everything else is all about flawed. Everything is flawed. You're just trying to
Yeah.
get the least flawed guy at anything outside of 10. And I'm being gracious with 10.
So you just gave me an idea here for a topic. So yeah, so let's play right into that. I
Yes,
want to
sir.
play right into that. And we're
Uh-huh.
gonna say that for the next show.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. So till next time, people, we ain't here to play.
Oh no.
We here to stay.
Oh yeah, dig it.
You ain't gotta go home.
But you got to get the hell up out of here.
All right, y'all. We out here.